Well, it's unclear at this point whether President Trump, what he's going to exactly raise with the Chinese president during this trip, and whether or not there are concerns that relate specifically to Nvidia. Jensen Huang kind of like joined at the very last minute on this trip. The big ticket item, that would be seeking Beijing's approval for Chinese customers to buy Nvidia's advanced H200 chips. Those products they use to train and run models like ChatGPT, they've always required Washington's permission for export to China. The big concern is that the U.S. thinks the technology could boost the military in China. Shares of Nebius Group and Knowledge Atlas Technology, that's a joint stock, that soared in Hong Kong. Investors are betting that the Chinese AI developers are gaining access to the Nvidia accelerators.
Oh, so they're part of the Nvidia story.
They're part of the Nvidia story.
Okay,
Some more powerful accelerators going to be good for these companies. Investors seem to be excited that Jensen Huang's joining Trump on this trip.
He wants to sell Nvidia to China.
Well, China also has restrictions. I mean, it goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
The team, Trump, you'll recall, granted the licenses several months ago, and kind of a reversal of U.S. policy and a pretty big win for NVIDIA at the time. But Beijing, at this point, they do remain the holdup. China's central government has complained about U.S. export controls and advanced technology. They also want to achieve some degree of self-sufficiency in semiconductors and boost some of the domestic champions in China. So
next, what do you
there's
got?
that end of it. Another company we're following, cloud computing provider Nebius Group. They're actually out of the Netherlands, but when they have a 684% jump in first quarter sales, yeah, you take notice. They're attributing this to increased demand for its data centers. Revenues, $399 million for the quarter, slightly above expectations. EBITDA, adjusted earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, all of which you pay in cash, $129.5 million. Remember, they had a loss during the same period last year. Nebius competes with CoreWeave and a range of neo-cloud startups. They rent out computing resources to AI developers, pretty costly business. Lots of competition, especially from the largest cloud operators in Silicon Valley.
You got one more?
Well, we got to do Mr. Son's company, investment in OpenAI paying off for Softbank.
Really? Okay.
They reported a surge in quarterly profit. Most of it was because of that investment. The results say just probably the company's going to make an even bigger bet on the ChatGPT maker.
So they got something right. I mean,
they got something
really
right, and I don't see much else where it's really going really right for Mr. Son and company at this point. So expect perhaps, I mean, that's the betting at this point. They're going to make a bigger investment in OpenAI.